So in this video I'm going to be making a new fence for my radial arm saw. And this fence is going to have integrated dust collection. Because if there's one thing a radial arm saw is really good at, it's making a lot of dust. Okay, I'm going to take it off to give you guys a little bit of a close-up of what I did here. Alright, so it's got a plywood bottom, and I've had to do a lot of shaping to get as close to the center post as I can, because the center post has this flange in the bottom with these bolts sticking up. So I had to account for all of that here. The curve, I knew I could do a maximum of 2.5 inches here. So calculating 2.5 inches, I wanted to stay with the same cubic inches as the 4-inch hose, which is 12.56. I think I got that right. So 2.5, and I just calculated out the width I needed to stay within that same 12.56 cubic inches. And then I made a scoop around. So I wanted it to come around so that the sawdust couldn't hit like one of these things and shoot out. So sawdust, from watching it, the sawdust never even really makes it much past here. The flow just keeps the sawdust flowing straight out. So far it's been working really well. This part here I actually had to shape using some clamps and a heat gun, and since I couldn't use a heat gun on this plastic gate, I made a quick hole using one of the hole saws I have, and I screwed that in here in place of the gate. So when I was using the heat gun to clamp it down, I was actually clamping it down around this. Wasn't a perfect fit, but it's pretty close. The inside, you'll notice, is the shiny tape. This is actually the metal duct tape. This is the aluminum duct tape. It's not the cheapo stuff. So initially I just put this in because I didn't want to go through the effort of caulking and spackling all the seams, because there's a lot of individual pieces here. These are all individual pieces that were cut up one by one and fit in here. So there's a lot of seams, and because I used all scrap wood for this, some of them have nail holes. So I needed to fill those. So this was just a quick, I had it. I was just going to use it to cover up some of the holes, but when I realized that the tape was also 2.5 inches wide, I decided to just put it on everything. I got some that stick-on foam insulation used for windows, and I wrapped it around all the outside of all the individual pieces, so that when I screwed the plexiglass down, it would create a better airtight seal. The only spot that doesn't seem to be sealed perfectly, which you'll see in the video coming up, is right here. But I did put enough tape around so that the sawdust doesn't actually escape. It just sort of collects in here in this one corner. So it's not a bad thing. After I use it for a while, this corner will fill up, and then it'll just go straight down. So I've got some pictures that I'll post at the end of the video of the build, and as well as a demo actually showing some dust collection. So here comes the demo.